Laura, welcome back to my channel. I'm super excited to be reacting to ZEROBASEONE's ICONIK. Now, as you know, I wasn't a huge fan of Slam Dunk. It has grown on me a little bit, like I said, that it was probably going to, but it's still, like, out of all of ZB1 songs, it's not my favorite. But I'm really looking forward to seeing, like, how this is going to be different. You know I love the boys. I cannot wait. And I especially love that they spelled ICONIK with a K. I wonder how that's gonna, like, affect the changes or anything, or it might not be, like, even care. But let's go ahead and get started. Ooh, already. I love this beginning. Alright, Jinghao. Alright, Yujin. Pretty. Matthew. Ooh. Yes, Taylor. Oh, was that Ricky? Alright. Yes. Okay. Yes. Yes, boys. Oh, that was cool. Get it, Hanbin. Ooh. Okay, all these ad-libs I'm here for. All right, Given. Ooh, Seung, so pretty. Ooh, pretty. Ooh. Oh, okay, Bridge, bring it. Ooh. Matthew's vocals have gotten so good. Ooh. Yes. Yes, Taylor. With Gunuk there. Ooh. Ooh. I really like that repetitive at the end. What we do, what we do. Like, it was overlaying itself. Okay, so this is the ZB1 I know and love. Okay, I think I've said this probably from the beginning of when they debuted. Yes, I know I did. I don't know if I mentioned it on camera, but I know I've said it to, like, people, is that I feel like ZB1 is one of the most well-rounded groups that have come out of a competition show. ZEROBASEONE is the most complete group that we've gotten, who actually have match each other extremely well. Because, like, we have amazing vocalists in this group who can also be who are also amazing dancers, and we also have talented K-pop rappers. I don't know if they would want to go into the hip-hop section. That's why I said K-pop rappers. So definitely this is, like, especially with their choreography level, I thought it was so impressive of how they all keep up with each other, how they all do things. And I think a lot of that has to do with for example, one of the things is, like, Hanbin is, like, an amazing, incredible dancer, right? He picks up things like that. So that means that he can join in the group or help the group as a leader, get those members who are maybe not as talented at dancing up to the level faster. But on the other hand, you have, I feel like dancers who are maybe not as quick and they don't do the same things as Hanbin. Like Hanbin obviously is well known for his tutting and things like that. Then we have, you know, Matthew over here, who is a really amazing, like, hip-hop dancer. He really fits in the style, but he's also been friends with Hanbin for a really long time, so he naturally meshes into that. And from the time that he started, he was still a pretty good vocalist, very stable and everything when he started in Produce 101. And then, so once he got in a group and he has more time to work on that, and he has someone like Tere to help him, who's an amazing vocalist, then you can help with that. Then you have, you know, like, Jung is obviously, he has a lot of experience. He can bring that to the table, as well as he's an incredible dancer, and his vocals have actually improved a lot since being in ZB1, especially on this particular song. His high range it sounded so good. Like, this song was kind of made for him. It sounded so amazing. Then you have, like, Zheng Hao's abilities with, you know, he's a music teacher. He's certified in music, so he understands things. And then we have, you know, Yujin, who's so amazing at dance, but then he's, and he brings, like, this youthfulness to the group, even though because there's a big age range in the group. But he also, has learned a lot, because his vocals on this, he's improved so much, like, on that. And then you have Gyuven, who, like, is hilarious. Then we have Ricky. Man has charisma for days, okay? And he does such an amazing job. So it's one of those things where every single member brings something to the table, and then they can teach and add and help everyone else. Don't think I didn't forget about Ganuk, because I didn't. Ganuk is like one of those people who I knew from the beginning. From the very first show, I knew he was going to be famous. Okay. He just had this quality where he could rap, he could sing, he could be the leader. He had the cuteness factor, but he also had this charisma factor on him. And I just knew that he was going to go places. Okay. So you kind of have basically all of these aces on their own end coming to form this group, and then they make each other better. And so I really feel like the word iconic really works for ZEROBASEONE, because I think they're going to be one of those groups that's just iconic. And I feel like I've kind of rambled about this, but the reason I wanted to say this is because this is a song that I feel like could be in any era of K-pop, and it would be amazing, okay? Because of the different factors from these different members coming together to create this group, it just makes it that much better. I think they're such a strong group. They're so amazing. This is such an amazing song, and I love how they said we can make history. Because I think they really did. I think that's something that they've really been working on, is really creating, like, from the beginning, from In Bloom until now, they have done so many concepts. They've done so much. Like, you just see each one of them doing different things and becoming iconic. Like, I definitely, you know, love that, you know, Hanbin is doing so many things, but then you see Matthew, like, starting, like, to improve in his vocals, and he is giving so much. And then you see, Yujin, like, improving, and he's doing this, and I would love to see them in more things. They're so funny too. I've watched just a couple of their lives, and they are hilarious. Like, they need a TV show. I want them to be more hosts on things, because they are so funny. But yes, this song was iconic. I mean, I think that's the only thing that I can say about it, is that it truly is iconic. And I'm really happy, like, as someone who has seen them from the beginning until now, to see how much they've grown as an entire group. Also, I have to give the stylist a hand. The styling was amazing on this. I thought everyone looked really beautiful. Okay, handsome, beautiful. I use those pretty interchangeably, but I thought that everything fit really well. It all looked cohesive without looking too matchy. I felt like the idea, that big star, like being incorporated there was interesting. And I loved the interactions that we saw throughout. I wish I would have seen a little more of the choreography, but I mean, that's what a choreography video is for, right? But their sound, their singing improved so much. I was amazed. I was like, really? Like, I was like, who is it? Like, because obviously, and that's one of the reasons that I said I feel like ZB1 is one of the groups that is like, has been the most cohesive, because I feel like there's so many strengths in this group. They're really on a very similar level as far as like talent wise. Obviously, like I mentioned, certain members have like different talents and capabilities, right? But because they're like on such an evenly matched level, it just raises the quality of the group even higher. So I hope that makes sense to everyone. That's why I kind of spent a lot of time talking about it, because I feel like it's really important when we are creating groups like this to think about that kind of thing, because you can't just, for example, you can't just pick a whole bunch of vocalists who can't dance and expect them to be a K-pop dancing group. Like, sure, they're going to improve because that's the way that, you know, the K-pop training system is laid out, but you can't expect that. Also, the same thing, you can't expect someone who's an amazing dancer who doesn't know how to sing to go and be in a K-pop group without like working on their vocals a lot. Same thing with rap. Same thing with like working on individual talents and things like that. The K-pop world is very demanding of what you're doing, and even now more than ever is focused on performance aspect, but you still have that aspect where you need to be singing. I see a lot of people, especially nowadays, starting to be like, K-pop groups don't sing anymore. That's a problem, right? Like, you know, obviously there's difficult choreography and everything, but it's something that is a requirement for them. So I would much rather have a group that can do both, that can sing and dance, and you know when to like make a harder choreography and lip sync, but you also know where you could slow the choreography down and have it so you can sing. And that's one of the things that ZEROBASEONE does so well, is they really, I feel like, do a good job about like sharing all the lines, sharing different things, especially in this song. I thought this song was such a good song for them, and I obviously I want to go like look at the line distribution, but I felt like I saw all of the members a lot, and I felt like it didn't feel like anyone overshadowed anyone, or anyone was like not getting a lot of screen time or anything like that. Obviously this is my first listen, but just like based off of my first listen and everything, first watch, it felt very cohesive and good. And I want more groups to be like that. So sorry for my long spiel, but I really do love and care about ZB1 so much. And I think that's why, like, I wanted to talk about, because I feel like in the past, especially, like, there have been a really amazing artists from the different series, like, and the different produce things and Boys and Girls Planet and all that, who have been really amazing and kind of got overlooked. And I just think when we are making groups, we have to be conscious of that as fans of K-pop. If we want the genre to continue, creating a well-rounded group, I think, is really important. They have to have that star power, but they also have to have the talent to back it up. So I hope that people think about that when they're going into making these sort of groups. Tell me what you guys thought. Did you love it? Did you hate it? Who is your bias in ZB1? And I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.